Yeah, it's like that in like northern Arkansas too. I don't know if you've ever been up there, but like my good buddy lives in Fayetteville, and I visit him, once or twice a year, and it's like that. It's like rolling hills, beautiful. We'll go and like go there, and then we'll drive like northeast from Fayetteville up in like the mountains of like northern Arkansas and go like canoe down the Buffalo River.
Oh man.
Dude, we went, I'll never forget this. It was just me and him. And we drove up one morning, and you're driving through some crazy towns. And it was up early. I think we got up like 5 or 6 and got on the road. And we go get the canoe, we get dropped off like through this like outfitter. And it's just me and him, a bottle of Jack, and probably a case of beer.
Oh God!
And
that's all you need.
And we brought like some food that we can cook on the riverbank, and like as we go down.
You guys were huck finning it.
Yeah, so we started going down the Buffalo, and we paddled through. It wasn't running too fast, like it was pretty like slow, but we were just paddling through. And we stopped, we cooked and whatever, and then we kept going, went through the bottle of Jack, went through much of the beers, and at this point we're pretty jacked up. And we get down to where we're supposed to meet this guy pretty like quick. And we're like, all right, we're good on time. Like let's see if they'll pick us up to the next pickup spot. There's like a get out halfway, and there's like a longer trek.
Yeah.
So he calls and he's like, hey, can you guys pick us up at the last point on the river? And they're like, yeah, whatever. So we're morons. So we like, the first half is like feeling good. The second half, the river like comes to a stop.
Oh my God.
And it's just like barely running. And we're just like, we're working at this point.
It's that point where you're like, hey, but you gotta focus.
Oh, we're just like,
right?
we gotta get to the end. We gotta get to the end. It's like starting to get dark.
Oh,
we've been playing music off our phones for like the whole day. Batteries are dead.
Oh.
Dead. And we're like, first of all, we have no idea where the last point is.
Yeah, right.
No clue. No idea. So we're just, and dude, by this point, dude, I can't feel my arms. I'm like, dude, this is bad.
Oh.
A storm rolls in.
Oh.
Dude, we're paddling. It's storm. There's so much rain. The storm's so bad. I'm having to pull water out of the canoe. Like,
God.
There was a moment where I look at him and I'm like, this is not good. This is not good.
You're either gonna get stranded in the woods or drown.
So we see,
No phone.
we see a get out. Like we see like a person. We see one in a canoe. And we see like a car, and I'm like, all right, perfect. This must be the pickup. So we get over there and we're like asking the woman, we're like, hey, is this the pickup for this is the end of the river? Like blah blah blah. And she's like, no, we live down the street. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, can we use your phone? We need to call, but we don't have any numbers. Like, it was a mess.
Oh my God.
So we tried to look on the phone for like, we were trying to pull up GPS to like see where we were in the river. It was a mess.
Trying to Google the name
Yeah,
of the
it was
spot.
so bad. And so we just get back in the canoe, and William's like, oh, it's got to be down here somewhere, blah, blah, blah. We'll see the truck. They'll be waiting on us. Dude, it is pouring. And I'm just like, he's got pictures.
And it's nighttime?
Like, we took like a camera, like a digital camera. There's like pictures of me like soaking wet, like, and it's like getting dark, and you can barely see. The rain was so bad you could barely see 50 feet in front of you. That's how bad the rain was. So sure enough, like, dude, we turn at each turn, like each riverbank turn, we were like, okay, it's got to be the next one. The next one we'll see them, and it just kept happening. And I'm like, dude, finally we like turn a bank and we see like this Tahoe like on the hill, and I'm like, that's got to be it. That's got to be it. Oh my God! And the craziest part is like the guy's like, man, I didn't know where the heck you guys been.
He's probably calling you for hours, dude.
So
Was it dark?
It's getting dark. Man, we get in the truck and we're freezing. We're soaking wet. We're like, what the? We're sober at this point, you know.
Worked off all the jazz.
Yeah, and dude, it took us. This is how deep we were in those forests. Like, it took us 45 minutes to get back to where our car was, where the outfitters was driving.
Holy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, and we didn't see. From the time we got Point on to 45 minutes there, I didn't see like one car, one house. Like I was like,
God.
I'm like, dude, if we would have got, I'm like, ugh.
If that dude would have left you, you guys would have
know, right?
still be
Oh
going.
yeah, we would have just, fuck, I don't know what we would have been doing.
That's
We were like, we got home, we were like, what the?
Dumb, man.
Yeah.
Pick us up in the next one.
Yeah. I was like, dude, let's never. We were so pumped. We were auto jack in. We were like, we could do this. No problem.
Everything always sounds like the best idea when you're drinking.
Yep.
Always.
And when something gets cut too short, you're like, no, keep going.
Yeah, dude. We thought we were gonna have so much more fun. We did not. Jesus, it was bad.
Man.